Have you ever felt like your body is slowing down? Like the energy you once had just doesn't show up the same way anymore? Maybe your walks feel heavier, your steps a little shorter, or your breath doesn't come quite as easily as it used to. It is easy to chalk that up to age, but what if your arteries are part of the problem? Food isn't just fuel, it's medicine. And some foods, when eaten regularly, actually help clean your arteries. They fight inflammation, lower bad cholesterol, and improve circulation. That smooth, creamy texture isn't just tasty, it's packed with healthy fats that lower LDL cholesterol, which is the kind that clogs arteries. And at the same time, avocados help raise HDL cholesterol, the type that acts like a cleanup crew inside your bloodstream. Those are what give berries their deep color, and they're also powerful anti-inflammatories. Inflammation is one of the root causes of plaque buildup in the arteries. So the more we can fight that inflammation naturally, the better our chances of keeping those vessels clear. If you're spreading it on toast, adding slices to your salad, or blending it into a smoothie, you're doing something wonderful for your heart without even realizing it. Just adding fresh garlic to your soups, stir-fries, or salad dressings a few times a week can work wonders. And if the taste is too strong for you, roasted garlic is much milder and still offers many of the same benefits. And they don't require you to change everything about the way you eat. But if you make them part of your daily or weekly routine, you are choosing to care for your heart in a way that is both simple and sustainable. It's one of those foods that's small, simple, and easy to overlook but incredibly powerful when it comes to protecting your heart. It's about making small, smart choices that add up over time. Your arteries didn't get clogged overnight, and they don't need to be fixed overnight either. But each time you reach for a food that heals instead of harms, you take one more step toward a longer, stronger, more vibrant life. You can sprinkle them on your oatmeal, blend them into yogurt, or just eat them by the handful. And the next one is something you might want to drink rather than eat. That means it helps reduce the risk of clots forming in narrowed arteries, which is one of the major causes of heart attacks and strokes. So every time you add a little garlic to your meals, you're not just seasoning your food, you're giving your arteries a gentle, natural cleanse. They're sweet, they're satisfying, and they help your arteries stay smooth and flexible, just as they're meant to be. It may not sound glamorous, but this humble little bulb has been used for centuries to support heart health. When you crush or chop garlic, it releases a compound called allicin, which has been shown to reduce cholesterol, lower blood pressure, and slow down the hardening of the arteries. You don't need a strict diet or fancy supplements. Just be sure you're going for fresh or frozen, not the kind packed in syrup or sugar. Natural sweetness is all you need. You just need the right ingredients, ones that love your heart as much as you do. As we get older, one of the quietest but most dangerous changes in the body happens inside our blood vessels. Little by little, plaque can build up along the walls of your arteries, blocking the very pathways that carry oxygen and nutrients to your brain, heart, muscles, and every cell in between. And because this buildup happens gradually, you might not even notice it until it's too late. But here's the hopeful part. What you put on your plate can help protect your heart far more than most people realize. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure, fiber helps flush out cholesterol, and antioxidants reduce inflammation inside your blood vessels. That's a trifecta of heart health in every bite. You don't need a lot. Half an avocado a day is more than enough to make a difference. And if you've been avoiding fats because you were told all fats are bad, it's time to let that myth go. Healthy fats, like those in avocado, are exactly what your heart craves. In this video, we're going to walk through 6 powerful foods that can help keep your arteries clear and your blood flowing freely. They're simple, they're natural, and they're delicious enough to enjoy every day. Let's start with something you might already enjoy in the morning: avocados. What makes avocados so effective isn't just their fat content, it's also the potassium, fiber, and antioxidants they carry. Now let's move to something even more vibrant: berries. Whether it's blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, or blackberries, These little fruits are packed with compounds called anthocyanins. Berries also help improve blood pressure and reduce oxidative stress, which basically means they help protect your cells from damage. And the best part? They taste like dessert. If you've been told you need to cut back on sugar, berries are the perfect way to keep your sweet tooth happy without hurting your health. Next, let's talk about a spice you probably already have in your kitchen: garlic. You don't need to eat raw cloves by the handful, although some folks do. What is even more interesting is that garlic has a natural ability to make your blood less sticky. These first three foods, avocados, berries, and garlic, might already be sitting in your kitchen right now. They're not exotic. They're not expensive. And that's the beauty of this kind of change. It's not about extremes. It's not about cutting out everything you love. Let's keep going. There are still more incredible, natural foods that help keep your arteries open and your heart beating steady. So we've already talked about the power of avocados, berries, and garlic, three simple foods that can quietly protect your heart day by day. But the beauty of eating for better artery health is that it doesn't stop there. Now, if you're used to having a cup of coffee in the morning, switching it up with a cup or two of green tea can be one of the kindest things you do for your cardiovascular system. That's the kind of cholesterol that contributes to clogged arteries. At the same time, green tea helps protect the inner lining of your blood vessels, keeping them more flexible and open. It's like a gentle rinse for your circulatory system, done with every warm, calming cup. Green tea is packed with antioxidants, especially a powerful one called catechin, that helps reduce inflammation and improve blood flow. Toss them on your salad, stir them into oatmeal, or just eat them on their own as a snack. And if walnuts aren't your favorite, other nuts like almonds or pistachios also offer heart-protecting benefits. But walnuts are the true stars when it comes to omega-3 South. These colorful root vegetables don't just brighten your plate, they do something incredible inside your body. Beets are high in nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is a compound that relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving circulation and reducing blood pressure. And when blood flows more freely, your heart doesn't have to work as hard to do its job. These foods we've talked about, green tea, walnuts, beets, aren't magic pills. Start with one thing. Maybe tomorrow morning, you brew a cup of green tea instead of reaching for the second coffee. Or you add a few walnuts to your afternoon snack. Or you pick up a bunch of beets next time you're at the grocery store. That one step is the beginning of something bigger, a stronger, longer, more energized life. But they're consistent helpers. Little by little, day by day, they give your arteries the support they need to stay clear, and your heart the strength it needs to beat with ease. These are rich, flavorful, satisfying choices that make your meals more enjoyable and more powerful. You can roast them, blend them into smoothies, grate them raw into salads, or even drink beet juice if you like. Just showing up for yourself, one smart choice at a time. You'll probably love it even more than you think. Your arteries might be hidden inside your body, but the results of taking care of them, you'll feel it in your energy, your mood, your clarity, your peace of mind. Instead, it becomes something generous, nourishing, empowering. And the natural sweetness makes them surprisingly delicious, even for people who aren't big fans of vegetables. When you think about it, it's a beautiful thing. You're literally feeding your arteries what they need to stay open, strong, and resilient. Nitric oxide helps them stay open and supple instead of stiff and narrowed. That makes it easier for your heart to push blood through them. It reduces the strain, the pressure, the wear and tear that comes from years of work. And it helps ensure that every part of your body, your brain, your muscles, your skin, gets the oxygen and nutrients it needs. Some of the most effective helpers come in the form of what you drink, like something many people already sip on every morning without realizing the full benefits. Let's talk about green tea. What's also fascinating is that green tea has been shown to reduce LDL cholesterol and triglycerides. And if you're worried about caffeine, here's some good news. Green tea contains much less than coffee, so you can still get that alert, focused feeling without the jittery edge. These little brain-shaped wonders are not only good for your memory, they're fantastic for your arteries. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are known to lower blood pressure and reduce inflammation throughout the body. And when it comes to your heart, reducing inflammation means slowing down the plaque buildup that can narrow your arteries over time. Plus, the calming compounds in green tea like L-theanine help promote relaxation without making you sleepy. That's a win-win for both your heart and your nerves. Now let's move on to something crunchy, a little nutty, and often overlooked: walnuts. What makes walnuts even more powerful is their balance of fiber, plant-based protein, and antioxidants. They help reduce oxidative stress and improve the health of the blood vessel walls. And they can even improve how your arteries respond to changes in blood flow, helping them stay flexible instead of stiff and narrow. You don't need a bowl full every day. Just a small handful, maybe 5 or 6 walnut halves, is enough to make a difference. One of the best parts of eating for your heart is how satisfying it can be. These aren't bland, boring health foods. And now, let us talk about something earthy and vibrant that might already be part of your dinner rotation: beets. Think of it like this: your arteries are like flexible garden hoses. Beets also help fight inflammation and oxidative stress, making them one of the most heart-friendly vegetables around. When you start seeing food not just as calories, but as tools that keep your body running smoothly, it changes everything. You stop thinking of healthy eating as something restrictive. Because here's the truth: your body wants to heal. It wants to thrive. It just needs the right materials to do it. And you don't have to change your whole life overnight. And that's what this journey is about. Not perfection, just progress. So let's keep going. There's one more powerful food that deserves a spot in your daily life. And this one?
If there's one food that brings both comfort and healing, it's this last one: dark chocolate, which are powerful antioxidants that help your blood vessels stay flexible and your arteries open. These compounds help lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and even improve how well your blood circulates. So when you enjoy a square or two of dark chocolate in the everyday, in the moments when you choose something vibrant, maybe it's adding a slice of avocado to your breakfast or sipping green tea. In the afternoon, instead of a second coffee, maybe it's slicing up roasted beets and drizzling them with olive oil for dinner. These aren't punishments. These are privileges, small gifts you give yourself in exchange for more years, more energy, more life. Here's to clean arteries, clear minds, and full hearts. You've got what it takes. Let's keep going, one bite, one breath, and one beautiful day at a time. Natural. Drop a comment below. What's one change you're excited to make? Subscribe to the channel so you never miss more tips on how to live well, feel good, and age with confidence and strength. There's so much more ahead, and we're walking this road together. Or maybe share your favorite heart-healthy food so others can try it too. This community is full of wisdom, and your experience might just help someone else feel a little less alone on their journey. In nourishing over something processed, artificial, or heavy, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to change everything. You just have to keep showing up for yourself. You're not just indulging, you're giving your heart a moment of love. Yes, moderation is key. Berries, garlic, it still has songs to hear, people to hug, places to go, and moments to savor. And every time you take a step to care for your arteries, you're giving your heart the chance to keep beating strong through all of it. Green tea, walnuts, beets, and yes, even dark chocolate isn't that they work overnight. It's that they work over time. When you eat these kinds of foods regularly, you're gently supporting your body's natural ability to heal. Clear out what doesn't belong and function the way it's meant to. You're helping your arteries stay clean. Not with surgery, not with medications, but with simple daily choices. 1 or 2 small squares a day is enough to get the benefits without overdoing it. Too much of anything can tip the scale, but just the right amount can make your meals feel satisfying, while doing good work behind the scenes. And for many people, knowing that they can have something they enjoy makes healthy eating feel a lot more sustainable. Because let's be honest, we're not here for a joyless journey. We're here for one that keeps us healthy and happy. You heard that right. We're not talking about sugary milk chocolate bars or candy packed with additives. We're talking about real, rich, high cocoa content dark chocolate, 70% cacao or higher. It's not only a treat for your taste buds, it's a treat for your heart. Dark chocolate is full of flavonoids. Now, of course, what's so powerful about all of these foods, avocados? And that's where your power lives? Because your heart isn't done yet. So what can you do starting today? Maybe it's as easy as swapping your snack for a few walnuts and some berries. And if this video helped you think differently about your food, your heart, or your future, I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a like. It helps others find this information too. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years.